Oh, that was fast. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. How is everyone? Good afternoon. I hope that you are well. Let me know in the comments, of course, as always, how you are and what is going on with you today. I hope you guys are safe. I don't know if any of my students are from the affected areas. I hope that you are all safe and not flooded, and then that the weather is good where you are, or at least it's not raining. So I really hope that you are well. So unfortunately, in Poland right now, we don't have a very good situation in the southern east of Poland. So I am watching the news all the time today and just checking if everything is going back to normal. It seems like it's not really. I think there is still a lot of problems around, and people lost their homes. It's a very, very sad situation. So I hope that all my students and my followers and everyone is safe and good. I live in Portugal, and unfortunately in Portugal we also have our problems. We also have a lot of issues at the moment because we have fires. And in the north, the sky is basically yellow and gray. So there's a lot of smoke, a lot of fires at the moment. And here in the south, we have a warning, and a lot of places are closed around Lisbon because there is a possibility that we will have some fires here. So a lot of serious things going on in Europe, and really I hope that everyone is good. Hello, Pavel. Hi, how are you? I hope that you are safe, Pavel. And Ivona is here, and I also hope that, Ivona, you are safe and good and well, and everyone is doing good in these not nice times and not nice days. It's horrible to watch, everyone. Hello, Agnieszka. Good to have you here as well. So yes, like I said, I hope that you guys are okay and you don't live anywhere close to the floods and the rains and all that, because it's breaking my heart to see that. Of course, I usually try to talk here about grammar, vocabulary, and so on, but I'm also trying to touch on the topics that are very current, that people talk about. And at the moment, what are we talking about in Poland? We're talking about the floods most of the time, and most of the people are talking about that. So today we are going to talk about it to help you to explain to, maybe you have some friends from abroad, or you want to explain what is going on in Poland and why you're worried or why you might find it difficult. So just a little bit, I found an article on BBC today, so I took a couple of sentences from that, and we are going to look at some vocabulary from that. And I hope that it will help you a little bit to also, review certain things and talk about it. If someone asks you, you can have a conversation maybe. Hello, Aurelia. Hi, how are you? So yes, so Aurelia, I hope that you are well today. So yes, let me know in the comments if you are affected, if you maybe have a family where the floods are, if you're worried, if you're not worried, how is this affecting you? What are you feeling? How are you feeling? It's let's share and put some comments in there as well. Let me know how you're doing. Of course, today is Monday, so I always share what I've done during what I did during the weekend. And I did quite a bit. I did a lot of exercises on Friday, and on Friday I did so much, right? I went for a workout. I did some exercises, and I was so tired that I was just lying in bed for the rest of the day. It was really, really tough. On Saturday, I met with my friends. I went to Lisbon, and I met with one friend, and we went to a very nice place, some artistic, like kind of artistic place. We had some wine and lunch, and we took some photos, and we took some we did some stuff for Instagram, and then I came back home, and my husband and I just sat down, and we were just talking about our plans for traveling for next year, which was nice. And yesterday I really didn't do much. I was watching some movies. I watched yesterday a movie about Whitney Houston on Netflix. If you like Whitney Houston, and I love Whitney Houston, I love her voice and I love her music, and so I decided finally to watch that one movie that they have on Netflix, which is quite long, but it's quite good. I mean, it's not anything special, but it was quite good. But I feel like not great emotionally. I think everything what is going on is affecting me. And I am a little bit feeling a little bit shaken and maybe not rested also. I don't know. It's a very strange day for me. So sorry, I'm a little bit maybe slower today. Moi drodzy, dzień dobry, witam Was bardzo serdecznie. Dzisiaj będziemy sobie mówić o niezbyt przyjemnym temacie, ale ja staram się zawsze dotykać tych tematów, które są na bieżąco. Jak coś się dzieje na świecie, coś o czym wszyscy mówią, to ja staram się również mówić o tym tutaj. No i dzisiaj będziemy mówić o powodziach. O powodziach w Polsce, oczywiście powodzie są też w Czechach, w Austrii, więc parę takich rzeczy o tym. Nie chcę tego wykorzystywać oczywiście dla żadnej, wiecie, dla lajków i dla, nie wiem, dla czegoś tam. Nie chcę, żeby to było tak odebrane. Chcę tylko Wam przybliżyć temat, podać Wam parę może słówek, że w razie na przykład, gdybyście mieli taką okazję rozmawiać z kimś, kto nie jest z Polski, nie wie w ogóle, co się dzieje, albo gdzieś coś słyszał i chce się dowiedzieć więcej, że będziecie mogli chociaż jakieś proste zdania ułożyć, czy przypomnieć sobie pewne słownictwo, z którym będziemy się tutaj stykać. Ja znalazłam artykuł na BBC właśnie o powodziach, wybrałam z niego parę takich zdań, gdzie są jakieś tam wyrazy, więc dzisiaj sobie to przytoczymy. Ja Was oczywiście zachęcam do tego, żeby ściągnąć karty pracy. W kartach pracy znajdziecie te słówka, znajdziecie krótkie ćwiczenie na 5 wyrażeń z tego i dodatkowo na samym końcu dałam również link do artykułu, który znalazłam dzisiaj na takiej stronie, która się nazywa money.pl. I oni tam mają całą listę miejsc, gdzie można złożyć jakieś, wiecie, wodę, nie wiem, cokolwiek, wiecie, chcecie pomagać i tak dalej, lub ewentualnie też dane do kont takich jak PCK i Caritas, tam różne inne organizacje, które zbierają również pieniądze, więc można też płacić pieniądze przez te linki, więc tam w kartach pracy też jest link do całej tej listy miejsc, gdzie możecie gdzieś tam pomóc. Dobrze, Iwona mówi, w stronie śląskiej, my favorite little city in Kotlina Kłodzka is under the water. I am very sad when I watch this disaster. Yeah, my city of Wrocław is preparing to receive a flood wave on Wednesday. We are all very nervous whether the water will flood the city center again. Well, I hope today I was reading an article, I think. I'm not really sure if it was an article or someone just was saying something, but apparently after the 90s, Wrocław did a lot of improvements. So they say that they are prepared more for this, so it's might not be as bad, or it will not be bad. But I have I actually don't know any more details about it. I was just some kind of statement from somewhere. So, you know, I don't want to say that it's true or not, like I don't know, but if it's true, then I'm very glad, and I hope that it is true, that Wrocław is more ready to you know, for all that, right? And then you're not going to have so many problems, and yeah, it is a disaster. It is a disaster. It's horrible. So guys, like I said, worksheet, czyli pamiętajmy o kartach pracy, tak jak mówiłam, tam jest wszystko to, co dzisiaj będziecie mieli. Również link do strony, gdzie można się udzielać, jeżeli chodzi o pomoc. Oprócz tego jeszcze, moi drodzy, zaczęliśmy grupowe zajęcia w tym tygodniu dla osób na poziomach A2 i B1. Natomiast kolejna tura grupowych zajęć będzie w listopadzie, więc jeszcze trochę jest czasu, ale już można zapisywać się na listę zainteresowanych, więc wrzucam stronę internetową. Nie wiem do końca, czy będzie to 10 tygodni, powiem szczerze, bo ze względu na moje różne rzeczy, które muszę robić. Natomiast mam nadzieję, że będzie to około 10 tygodni, być może trochę mniej. Oprócz tego będziemy mieli bootcamp w listopadzie i tak na 99% ten bootcamp będzie, bo jeszcze sprawdzamy, ale wydaje mi się, że tak. Tym razem przyjmiemy trochę mniej uczniów niż normalnie, mamy przeważnie dosyć dużo miejsc na bootcamp, natomiast w tym roku będzie to taka mniejsza grupa chyba, więc również wrzucam link do zapisów na listę zainteresowanych i będziemy informować niedługo o dokładnych datach startu, o cenach i tak dalej i o tym, ile jesteśmy w stanie i na jakie godziny przyjąć kursantów. Więc o tym tutaj informuję od razu i będę Wam oczywiście też przypominać. Paweł says the authorities assure us that everything will be okay. I mean, you know, of course they should do it, you know, they cannot panic. The authorities, you know, they mustn't panic, because if they do panic, then everyone panics, and you know, it's going to be a disaster. And it's not going to help anyone. So, you know, I hope that they learned their lesson from the 90s, when the huge floods happened. It was also, I remember this. I was very young, but I remember that. So they learned their lesson, hopefully, and you know, and hopefully the city is more secure. But it is very sad to hear about the little towns and the small towns and villages. Okay, guys, so we are going to talk about the sad subject of floods in Poland. So the first word here we have flood. Okay, flood. Flood is when there is a lot of rain and then we have a lot of water, very high levels of water on the streets and in the rivers. So very often, for example, the people have to move from their homes, right? They have to leave their homes, they have to leave, you know, or they have to move upstairs. So at the moment we are having floods in Poland. Jedna rzecz, którą Wam zwrócę uwagę, to wymowa słowa flood, czyli nie flood, ani flood, ani nic takiego, tylko flood. Tak samo jak blood, które jest też pisane podobnie przez b na początku i też się wymawia trochę inaczej. Tam nie ma, to niby tak jak to jest różnie z angielską wymową, że czasami 2o czytamy jako u, ale czasami nie. I tak tutaj jest, to jest flood. So, for example, you can say that there are severe floods in the south of Poland or in the southern Poland. Okay, I didn't put exactly the locations, but you can put in the south of Poland, the east of Poland, in the west of Poland, right? So, or in the west, southwest of Poland. Severe floods, so severe is something really bad. Okay, so a good word if you want to emphasize that it is really bad. Czyli jeżeli chcemy podkreślić, że coś jest bardzo takie złe, poważne, to używamy tego słowa severe. Severe też usłyszycie, jak oglądacie jakieś seriale medyczne na przykład i ktoś miał bardzo poważne obrażenia ciała, bardzo poważny wypadek, jakieś uszkodzenia ciała i tak dalej. I to severe będzie też się pojawiało, co oznacza właśnie, że chcemy to podkreślić, że to jest bardzo, bardzo poważne. Severe. So we can say there are severe floods in the south of Poland, lub możemy też użyć tutaj czasu present perfect, czyli możemy powiedzieć there have been floods, severe floods in Poland, czyli do tej pory możemy powiedzieć, że w Polsce mamy takie powodzie. So that's one of the words, flood, lub all floods, if we want to say that it's plural. So if we have if you have many places where we have flood, then we can use the plural form, czyli możemy użyć liczby mnogiej, jeżeli mamy ileś tam tych powodzi, tak? Czyli mamy parę miejsc, gdzie ta powódź jest, to możemy dodać s również. The next one is rainfall. Rainfall is when it is raining. When it is raining, and of course we can say it is raining at the moment, but we can also say there is rainfall, or there is severe rainfall as well. Rainfall you will hear in the weather forecast, where they talk about very often when they talk about a lot of rain. So if there is quite a heavy rainfall, then we would use that word instead. It's going to rain, for example. Czyli rainfall to są opady deszczu, rzeczownik. For example, some areas have seen around 3 months of rainfall in 3 days. Some areas have seen around 3 months of rainfall in 3 days. So this means that usually during 3 months in certain areas, in one area for example, we would say in 3 months we would say a lot of rain, right? But they would be spread into these 3 months. So it would rain one day, then not, then again, and so on. But here, during the last couple of days, in 3 days, we had as much rain as we would have normally in 3 months. Okay? Some areas have seen. Tu jest takie bardzo ładne wyrażenie. Some areas have seen. Czyli niektóre regiony, niektóre tereny widziały albo widzą. Tak? I tutaj chodzi o to, że na tych terenach występuje coś. Okay? Takie troszeczkę ładniejsze wyrażenie niż powiedzieć there are, there is, albo we have had i tak dalej, tylko właśnie tutaj odnosimy się do regionu, do jakiegoś terenu. Some areas have seen around 3 months of rainfall in 3 days. Czyli tutaj oznacza, że na niektórych terenach, czyli niektóre tereny zobaczyły lub widzą 3 miesiące opadów deszczu w 3 dni. Czyli normalnie w 3 miesiące pada ileś tam deszczu, a my tu mamy w 3 dni tyle samo deszczu spadło, ile normalnie w 3 miesiące. Some areas have seen. Mamy present perfect. Present perfect, który oznacza, że w ostatnim czasie to się wydarzyło, tak? Że nadal pada, że nadal podnoszą się wody. Nie wiem z jakiego dnia jest ten artykuł, który znalazłam akurat na BBC. Wydaje mi się, że chyba albo z dzisiaj rano, albo z wczoraj, więc być może to, co tutaj podaję, jest już nieaktualne. Natomiast tak oni piszą w tym artykule, że właśnie w te 3 dni spadło tych opadów deszczu, rainfall, tyle samo, ile pada normalnie w 3 miesiące. So rainfall is when it is raining. You can use it instead of saying it is raining. However, it is maybe a little bit more formal. You would hear it on TV, you would hear it in the news, or if you want to say that it's been raining a lot, so you can say we've had severe rainfall, or there has been a severe rainfall. So you want to emphasize, you want to underline that fact that it is quite heavy and it is quite serious as well. Okay, so let's move on to the next one. The next one is dam. Dam. Dam is a construction that you put in the river or on the water, to stop the water from flowing. So sometimes you want to redirect the water to flow somewhere else. So you would build a dam. So usually it's like steel and concrete, and it is made out, it's very big usually, or quite big. So dam, and then we have breach. Breach is to break something. Usually, sometimes we can breach the law, or sometimes we can breach some rules. But here the dam was breached. And we have torrent. Torrent is something, it's a current, it's a very strong stream of water. So if the water goes very, very fast, then we have torrent. So dam to mamy tama, tylko pamiętajcie, zobaczcie jak się pisze tama, bo oczywiście można jeszcze dodać n i to będzie zupełnie inne słowo na samym końcu, jak dodamy n. Tutaj mamy tylko d-a-m, czyli dam. To jest tama. Później mamy breach, czyli przerwać coś, przekroczyć coś, przerwać. Breach jest też używane w stosunku do na przykład złamania prawa lub złamania jakichś zasad. I torrent. Torrent to jest potok lub prąd wodny. Bardzo taki silny potok, silny prąd wodny. In stronie śląskie, a dam has been breached, releasing a torrent of water. In stronie śląskie, a dam has been breached. So the dam has been broken and it released a torrent of water. So in stronie śląskie we had a dam, and because there was so much water and so much pressure of that the dam broke. It basically, there was one part of the dam where it broke, and the water went out from there, and it was very strong. Okay? So there was so much water. Czyli jeśli spojrzymy na to zdanie, to mamy in stronie śląskie, a dam has been breached. Oczywiście też możemy powiedzieć, że na przykład has been broken, tak? O has been damaged, możemy, że została zniszczona, a tutaj has been breached, czyli została przerwana, gdzieś tam się woda wydostała z tej tamy. Releasing a torrent of water, wypuszczając taki ten potok wodny, potok wody. I tutaj znowu mamy, w pierwszej części zdania mamy present perfect, co oznacza, że zaczęło się to niedawno. Że to się zdarzyło prawdopodobnie w momencie pisania tego artykułu dopiero co? Releasing a torrent of water po przecinku, wypuszczając, to jest imię słów. Czasami jak ing dodajemy do czasownika, to tworzymy sobie takie właśnie imię słowy typu wypuszczając, idąc, pływając i tak dalej. I tutaj właśnie wypuszczając ten potok, prąd wodny. Right. Okay, the next one is evacuations. Evacuations is when the government usually tells you to move somewhere where it's safer. So usually, because of the flooding, because of the floods, people's houses are in danger, or they already flooded, so the people need to move from these areas. So evacuations. And underway, it means that they are happening. Underway, it means that something is happening. So evacuations are underway and 8 people have died so far. So not in Poland, but in general in this area, in Austria and Czechia and in Poland. So in total, 8 people. Again, this article was probably written yesterday or this morning. Maybe it's changed, something changed, but this is what I found in the article. So evacuations are underway. Evacuations are underway. This means that evacuations are happening, that they are doing them at the moment. And 8 people have died so far. So 8 people have died. This means that from the beginning of the floods until now, there are 8 people who have died due to some accidents, probably. Okay, so ewakuacje są przeprowadzane, are underway. Okay, are underway. Usually, zazwyczaj używamy underway właśnie kiedy coś się odbywa, jest przeprowadzane. Rescue is underway. Też bardzo często usłyszycie w wiadomościach, że są przeprowadzane jakieś akcje ratunkowe. And 8 people have died so far. Have died, czyli od początku tych powodzi do teraz, do momentu pisania tego artykułu 8 osób zmarło. So far, czyli do tej pory. So hopefully it will not happen to anyone, nothing, and you know, it's let's stop on these 8 people, and I hope that no one will suffer any more from this situation. And the last one is natural disaster. Natural disaster is when we have something that is not caused by we can argue here, but not caused by the humans, not caused by people. So usually, you know, like earthquakes, floods, fires, things like that. So something that is done in nature, and it is a catastrophe. It is really, really very serious. People are dying, you know, losing homes. It's like really very serious for people. And a state is something that we see that is happening at the moment, that is, you know, that we have at the moment at this stage. So Poland's Prime Minister, Donald Tusk, declared a state of natural disaster. Poland's Prime Minister, right? So the Prime Minister belongs to Poland. So it's Poland's Prime Minister, Donald Tusk, declared. So this means that he said it, right? Announced it, a state of natural disaster. Natural disaster to katastrofa naturalna, tak? I tak określamy ten stan wyjątkowy, który został wprowadzony w Polsce. Declare to jest ogłosić, to samo co announce, i state to jest stan. Poland's Prime Minister, zauważmy jak to jest ułożone, że to jest, możemy powiedzieć Polish Prime Minister, czyli określić go jako polski, czyli z kraju Polska. Ale możemy też powiedzieć Poland's, czyli dać ten apostrof i s, że on należy do Polski, czyli ten nasz Prime Minister, Prime Minister, to jest premier i on należy do Polski, tak? Premier Polski Donald Tusk declared, ogłosił a state of natural disaster, czyli stan wyjątkowy, tak? Ogłosił, a tutaj mamy stan katastrofy naturalnej, state of natural disaster. All right, good. Let me see if you have any questions. If you have any questions, if you would like to find out how to say something when it comes to this, please let me know. I also have a slide here just to remind you. If you want to download these slides, here you will have a link to a website where we have a whole list of things you can do to help out. Okay, so if you'd like to help, you can donate food and water in bigger cities like Wrocław, but also I saw in Warsaw, in many other cities, people are collecting food and water. Or you can donate money to Red Cross, so PCK and or Caritas and some other, really a lot of charities are doing this at the moment. And also check out this website here that I put in the slides if you want to, you know, do something and maybe you don't want to feel so helpless, right? Because I think a lot of people are feeling helpless and at the moment, and maybe if you want to help out, you can do that. Moi drodzy, więc tak jak mówiłam, ten ostatni slajd jest z linkiem do strony internetowej, gdzie macie, to ją dzisiaj znalazłam, akurat tak przez przypadek gdzieś tam googlowałam jakieś informacje na naszą lekcję i przez przypadek mi mignęło. Strona jest w języku polskim, także nie ma się co martwić, wszystko zrozumiecie i tam jest cała też lista rzeczy, które można robić, gdzie można wpłacić pieniądze, wszystkie konta, PayPale i tak dalej, wszystko jest i też właśnie punkty zbiórek na żywność i wodę. I to by było wszystko. Nie będę Was prosić o kawki, jak zawsze, bo mi jest głupio, więc poproszę, żebyście, jak będziecie chcieli postawić kawę, to może zamiast tego dać gdzieś tam na jakąś organizację charytatywną. So guys, I hope that it was useful. I hope that you learned something today and that, you know, that it was at least something. I probably didn't take your mind off of these of what is going on, but at least a little bit for, you know, a couple of minutes with English and to listen to English and to find out something new maybe, and to get a little bit of your, you know, confidence as well. So I need to go because I have a lesson soon. I have a group lesson at 7 o'clock for 2 hours. So wish me luck. But what needs to be done, right? So I am going to do the lesson. I hope you have a lovely Monday and lovely week ahead. Paweł, I hope that you are safe and nothing bad will happen to your home and that you will avoid the worst things. If anyone else is there and, you know, I hope that you are also well and nothing will happen to you either. So take care, guys. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for coming and taking part in the lesson. It was lovely teaching you today. It was lovely meeting you. And have a good evening. Have a good night. And a lovely week ahead, and stay safe. Bye bye.